The Agadidla strikes again. Goodbye, my friend, it's like the last scene from Mice and Men. Ladies and gentlemen, Drizzy Drake is officially on what I like to call the anti-victory lap. Huh? There's going to be some, parasocial fans that get mad at that, but it's literally what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Drake has been back on tour, the Australian tour. He just did, I think, the first night, and he took a few shots and had a few things to say symbolically, this, that, and the third. Now, Kendrick just won the 5 Grammys, right? So Kendrick's clearly on his victory tour. So victory lap. So this is what I call the anti-victory lap. So yesterday, Drake came out of tour, and we're going to ISO cam just so you can really see this. And look at his hoodie. We're going to talk about this. Look at how he came out. And he came over this, the song, I think, is Over My Dead Body, which all ties together. This is Metaphorical. I'm not gonna lie to you. No matter, what, psychosis you're under right now. One thing that you have to agree, this boy does not look happy in the face. That doesn't look like, that's why I also call it the anti-victory, because this ain't the face of somebody who won. But I think Drake is actually embracing that. We'll talk about that. See the smoke coming out the bullet holes. You feel me? Okay, so here's my thing about this, right? I said this before. I genuinely believe Drake is embracing his villain role. And there'll be more evidence of that later on in this video we'll talk about. I think he's genuinely embracing it. And when you go back to the Fighting Irish freestyle, when he said he took a couple shots or whatever, I think he's also embracing the fact he didn't win the battle, or he's not about to convince the masses that he won. Now, of course, if you Drake stan or the biggest Drake glazer, and that's the difference between fans and stans. I'll always say that when I say that so people don't think I'm just talking about fans. If you like one of them parasocial stans that has Drake as your profile picture or an owl, you're going to try to flip this and be like, whatever. But I genuinely believe Drake is embracing that he lost. Those fans, those parasocial, are always going to be like, no, Drake, but they don't believe it either. I low-key think that's a smart way of doing this. I said before when he did the DeRozan thing, I said I think Drake is just embracing that he's the villain now, and he's okay with that. Now, somebody on Twitter, because I had made a tweet yesterday, I said Drake is on his. I just retweeted this and said Drake is on his anti. I've never seen an anti-victory lap tour #historic. Of course, the worst Drake stans just went, no! How could you say that? Even though that's literally what he's doing. You don't wear a jacket with bullet holes in it because you won something. Now, somebody told me, well, no, it's. I think he more saying that he bulletproof and that, this like Luke, you never seen Luke Cage before? And I said, well, not to be semantical, but when you watch Luke Cage, the scene where he's walking through the hallway, he's getting all them shots, and he's walking through, the smoke is coming out the front, right? Because the person was saying he's bulletproof, because he's saying he's bulletproof. The bullets hit him right here. They made holes in the jacket, but the smoke was out the front. Now we're being a little semantical here, but I just gotta say it, because if that was what Drake was trying to say with this, he mechanically did it wrong, because why would the smoke be coming out the back? The smoke coming out the back means that the bullets went through, and not only did it go through, but they're smoking out the back. If you're bulletproof, it's not gonna go through. It'll rip the hoodie, but it's not gonna go through your flesh. So the smoke should be coming out the front. But if it's coming out the back, but like I said, to that person, we both don't know what he was saying, and art is meant to be interpreted however you are. I'm looking at this as Drake saying, okay, yeah, I took a lot of shots. Yeah, I got Swiss cheesed up. I got hit up. Everybody was against me, the whole victim thing. But I think he's also saying they didn't kill me. Not that I'm bulletproof and it didn't affect me. Oh, it definitely affected you. If essentially, I'm thinking this is gonna be like the theme of your tour, which makes sense. That's what you went through. But no, I think he is for sure saying here, y'all might have hit me, y'all might have got me a lot of times, but I'm still here. I think that's what he's saying, and that's up for debate. Yeah, I mean that's whatever y'all say. This was still a great show. Now I did hear that this show didn't sell out, and I did see ticket stuff. I did see ticket stuff that said that the show didn't sell out, but it really doesn't matter at this point. Like, that's not really a big difference. By the way, shout out to NFR Podcast. They do great coverage, great Twitter account. And now Drake also gives this speech in the middle of his show, right? Now, to people who are saying, we'll speak about that, but let's get into this clip. You know, I'm ISO cam the first time. Hold on.
I love you dearly. In case you didn't know what you were coming to tonight, my name is Drake. I started doing music in 2008. I come all the way from Toronto, Canada. The year is now 2025. And no matter what, Drizzy Drake is very much alive, and that's all thanks to you.
And we're here too with this is what I was saying. Drake is not saying he was bulletproof. He's saying that he survived the attack is essentially what I'm thinking he's saying. I think Drake is embracing that he lost, or I think it's a moot point, or it's when they weighed it out, it's not worth doing things to try to convince people you lost. And in lawsuits, you lost. So you said it in the lawsuits. Essentially, you're suing because these diss tracks ruined your career and life and made it hard for you to get money. So you admit you lost here. Now, what Drake is saying here also is that he is alive because of his fans. I think a lot of people kind of even misinterpreted this by, he is saying he's alive. I don't think he's speaking to the battle as much as he's speaking to, thank you guys for still supporting me after the battle. That's what it says. I'm alive. People just cut it off as I'm alive. But why are you alive? Tell me why you're alive, Drake.
Drizzy Drake is very much alive, and that's all thanks to you.
That's all thanks to you, right? I'm not alive because I won this battle or I'm alive because y'all still support me after this, which, if, like I said, if you still choose to support Drake, it's what I don't give a fuck about it. Like, when Drake drop a project, I'm going to react to it, I'm going to give it to him. Now, if he disses in it, I'm going to definitely be like, now there's going to be a lot of things he says, and the same thing with J. Cole, where I look at him like, because like I said, the reason why I got such a problem with Drake was not this battle. It was not him losing a battle. My respect, just go back to my coverage, my respect for this man was at a zenith, at an all-time high after the battle. Because I said, this man really, win, lose, or obliteration, that nigga will jump in the ring. Come on, Boogeyman. He was ready to fight the Boogeyman. Now, the Boogeyman ate his soul, like he turned into Cthulhu and ate his soul. But he's like, get out there! And I always respect people who do stuff like that. It was the lawsuits. It was when he started trying to set a legal precedent that can possibly impede artistic expression. It was that when he did these lawsuits could potentially set a legal precedent, and will, where it can change rap, battle rap, and just freedom of artistic expression in general. And I will never, if Kendrick did this, it'd be up for that nigga too, with the suing stuff. Because it's not just about this battle anymore. I don't care about who won or lost the battle. I don't. Drake did a lot of goofy shit afterwards, but I go back to my videos, even the DeRozan. I got it. I was like, no, I get it. Like, you the villain, like you lost, like, I don't know what psychologically I would be going through right now if I just took an L like that, and it was such on a public stage, you know what I mean? Like, anybody who took an L like that, look at Meek Mill, they did not do well afterwards. I feel like they just kept doing bad stuff. Look at it. So I get it, but it was once you did that, I go, nigga, that's disgusting, bro. So back to the whole me saying Drake is embracing the villain role. He is the Tony Montana jacket is 100% embracing the villain role. It's the whole Tony speech at the restaurant. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can punch your fucking fingers out and say, that's the bad guy. That's what Drake is doing. He's embracing. And like I said, what options, and I've been saying this through something, if you are Drake's team or if you rock, what options do you have? What options do you have after a nigga wins 5 Grammys on a diss track against you? What options do you have when a nigga about to do the Super Bowl? What options do you have when more hate than you've ever gotten in your career consistently is hitting you? What options do you have when it feels like this might be the first time a real you're bleeding? This is the first time you're really bleeding. He doesn't know how to be in this position. He lost to Pusha T, but not at this level. Kendrick did what Drake did to Meek Mill to Drake, which is kind of karmatic in a way. But that's what I see. Them fuzzy boots. God damn, boy. I don't know about them boots. I like the jacket. You know what I mean? Them boots. That boy got the same boots Lil Wayne had on in the, was it the YOLO video? Oh, no. God damn. Anyway, so here's his set list for the tour. That's not as important. Just go through Over My Dead Body, Marvin's Room. Oh, I cannot believe I hate Marvin's Room. Headline, yeah. Yeah. Nah, this is a good set. It's a good little set. Now here's a little 30-second clip of Drizzy Drake in that jacket in the Eskimo ones, them Jordan Eskimo ones. Don't even get them twisted. Yeah. You know what I mean? Uh-huh. Them Polar Express, them Air Polar Expresses. Don't even trip.
I want to know what y'all know.
See, I can't play too much of this because I don't want to get claimed. But one thing I said is Drake is not about to disappear, right? Or at least not right away, right? Drake was the biggest rapper for the last 15 years? You don't just lose this bad and disappear. Now you will bleed, you will hemorrhage, you will start leaking out viscerally, right? So it might in a few years or if this Drake's next run is his most important. If this album with Party Next Door flops, which I don't see it doing, but with him beefing with the people who promote his album, I could see that happening. If it flops or doesn't impact or does the same as the songs that Drake has been dropping since the beef, it's gonna be dark for him. But y'all gotta remember, even when people compare this whole thing to the Ja Rule thing, Ja Rule didn't just disappear after Wanksta. He didn't just disappear after Back Down. It took a little second, and he got out there. One thing I will say, though, is Drake's legacy is forever staying, though. It's forever staying with Not Like Us, forever staying with the lawsuits, and forever staying with some of the stuff he did after the fact. But another thing I'll tell you is, with how Drake has been these last couple of years, I will be surprised if Drake just disappears in the next couple of years. Now, will he reach back to the Hotline Bling, God's Plan, Kiki, Do You Love Me type numbers? I don't know. If I'm gambling right now, I'm going to put a little bit more on, I don't think he's going to reach those numbers again. But I don't know if he's reached those numbers since those. So, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, we're waiting for that project. You better be talking very kindly. You better be singing. You better not even say nothing aggressive. You better not dish nobody. You better not take no subliminals, which he 100% will do. Because I'm about to be like, really, nigga? Same thing with when J. Cole says something. Nigga, I'm the greatest. Ain't nobody can beat me. Nigga, I'm the best battle rapper. If he says it now, I look at this and I'm like, but yeah, so Drake is on his tour run. He's gonna do so. Yeah, let's see what's going on. I will say Drake keeps giving people content with the smoking bullet holes. Come on, my nigga. Come on, my